I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Sean Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast.
Hello, welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, Season 2, Episode 48. The All-American Racers, number 48, Plymouth Barracuda, Hot Wheels sponsored, 1970, driven by Dan Gurney. The Big Eagle.
Yeah.
Badass.
All right.
The glory days of Trans Am.
Nate, don't sound sad. That's
Don't
a
sound sad,
legend.
No, I'm not sad. What are you talking about? I'm not sad.
You are.
No, but you know what?
We're talking the history of pony
There's
cars.
another good one.
Yeah, we're talking Dan Gurney,
another one.
All-American Races.
Yeah, I get
versus,
it. I'm
versus
all with it.
Bud Moore Engineering versus Roger Penske. I mean, Nate, we're talking like
100%. No, I get it. I get the momentum
battles.
of this now. Believe me, I wasn't
guys
around,
that won the Indy 500, guys that won in
it.
Grand Prix racing, guys that won road racing, guys that won Daytona,
That
24
sounds
hours.
like Jimmy Johnson, the number 48 car. Wait a minute.
Anyways,
Anyway,
it's not all about NASCAR, Nate.
you just said Daytona and road courses. I mean, that
Again,
sounds
it's
like
not
the
all
48.
about.
I know.
Not all
you know.
about NASCAR. Anyways, moving on.
Anyway,
Tonight's episode. We're in the slow season.
Yeah.
So we have some news stories we're going to talk about, some testing that occurred, some driver changes that occurred, some driver announcements, all sorts of good stuff. Then who knows where it'll go.
Probably just ended early. Go
Probably.
ahead.
Do you want to talk about Lewis leaving the trophy on the table?
Huh?
what?
Did you hear about this?
The Broncos game
So,
you went to?
No.
Oh,
He's allowed to go to the Broncos game. He owns the team. He owns part of the team.
Yeah, he owns
well,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, he was at the prize giving in Baku.
Yes.
Oh,
Gets the third place trophy.
Yeah.
So
isn't that nice?
he walks out because I think he's going to catch the plane to go to Denver. And he usually gives the trophy to somebody to take because the team takes it.
Right.
That's typically what happens. That's what happens in his case, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Max might have a different thing. I don't know. Anyways, so he left it, and somebody said, "Yeah, I got it," and like they all walked away. So the trophy's sitting on this table in this like convention room, and this kid comes in and takes a random picture with it, and it's like, oh, Lewis gave the trophy away, and I'm like, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
I thought it was
A lot of
odd.
misinformation out there about Mercedes lately.
I thought it was odd about how. Like, I watched the presentation of the top three briefly, and like when Max walked out, they handed him the trophy like right away.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
And he was just kind of standing there holding the thing.
It's kind of, what do we do with it?
But then with Lewis, the woman holding the trophy to present it to him was just like holding it for the whole time that he was talking. And they like Lewis was just kind of stood there like awkwardly like,
What do I do?
Yeah.
It's a very awkward. It's a bizarre ceremony.
They both had
I've watched it, and it's never.
It was
watched it last year. I didn't watch it this year.
It was a lot of like Ricky Bobby moments.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah. And then like they bring cars out and stuff. It's just whatever. They should just have them on the like on a banquet table and just go pick it up.
It's where the FIA gets to just like.
That's their party.
Yeah, it's their party. Their
Was
banquet.
Toto
They
there?
can do whatever they want, I guess.
Was Toto and Susie there?
Oh, Sean, everyone's there.
Well, yeah, they got to go get his trophy.
Were they there?
Got to get the insider info.
Happy
Anyways.
birthday, Susie.
Wow, Nate.
From the FIA,
Anyways.
of course.
All right. Let's jump around. Sports car racing. WEC. Toyota will be running new colors this year.
Yeah, they're running the old Audi.
Yeah. I looked at it and went, oh, it looks like an Audi.
Jeez. Like,
Every car is either white and black or black, silver,
yeah.
and red.
Yeah.
It's like, it almost makes me want to have Rexy in P1 just because it'll be something different.
Well, that's why I like JDC, all yellow.
Yeah. Banana boat. Yeah. The Joda guy.
But even on this car, this car, look at it. It's just a GR.
I will say
that's
this.
it.
The Proton car for IMSA this year.
Yeah.
Mustang sampling is going to look good.
Yeah.
Sharp. Sharp. BMWs look good.
Yeah, the BMWs will look fine. That's a car
the Hondas look good.
I mean, granted, I like exposed carbon. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So any of these cars look fine, just no wrap on them to me. But that's I
like the
also
yellow
need to
Cadillac.
Add some color. Yeah,
I like that one.
I think Cadillac did a good job with their paint. I think
yellow and blue, right?
I think all of the manufacturers did a good job with their factory paint schemes.
But yeah, Toyota's going to look like an Audi, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
No tire warmers this year at Le Mans. Controversy.
Well, for the second year in a row. That's not. It's a surprise that they didn't put them back on, I guess.
Yes, it is.
But it's still the same rule of what they had this year.
That's right.
So they're not caving into the teams wanting to throw them on.
So these guys have to.
They got to adapt.
Adapt.
Yeah.
That's right. IndyCar?
Well, sorry. One more thing about Le Mans.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there's two more things, actually.
The safety car rule at Le Mans. I remember I discussed this last year about how they were redoing the procedure, and instead of having 3 separate lines going around the track at the same time, they were going to merge them all into one, which they did last year, which I liked because it put everyone back into one line, and it gave everyone a shot rather than like spreading out battles that were good, but then you didn't really have a chance to ever make up that time if you got caught out. So then, but when they did the procedure, it was fine because everything worked out the way you would want it to be. But the problem with it was it took so much time. Like because of the way the race went for the first couple hours, it was majority of it was all under caution, and it took like 20 to 30 minutes to get through a caution cycle because the lap is just so long at the race. So part of the procedure, instead of they're still going to merge the three safety cars, which I think is fine, and then there's another piece in there too. But what they're not going to do is the drop back procedure of it, where they essentially move one class over and shuffle it around. So then you basically reorder the classes where it is hypercar, P2, and then GT in the back. So instead of doing the drop back procedure, they're just gonna leave the line the way it is, and wherever the overall leader is, that's going to be who's leading the line, or it's going to be a class leader, depending on how they
basically trying to streamline it.
Yeah, which is good because it's there, but just needs some refinement because we can't have 20 minutes under yellow. That's just a lot of time.
All right. Staying in the WEC world, Team Joda announced some driver lineups.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Number 12 car, TB12 car, Tom Brady car. No joke, it is. Tom Brady car. Yeah. Did you know that, Nate?
I did.
You did?
I saw Brady on the wing of the car.
That's right. Sponsored by Hertz still.
And Sling.
What?
Is it Slinger or Singer?
Oh, Singer. Porsche.
Singer.
Yeah, Singer.
Singer.
The aftermarket people. Right, but it's got that cool gold.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So 2 cars this year. The number 12 car, it's going to have Will Stevens returning from last year. He will be joined by Norman Nato, good driver, and one refugee from the IndyCar paddock.
Oh, who could that be?
Callum Ilott.
Oh. So no Foyt for him.
No Foyt for him.
No.
What do you think of that, Nate?
I mean, I guess he doesn't want to go a Penske route. I would have. Then again, this is not a bad choice. This is a top ride, I would say, in hypercar,
Hypercar.
GTP.
Which is good because
LMDH,
he doesn't bring any cash to this, because I think in IndyCar he's going to have to bring cash.
Yeah, probably.
Which is unfortunate. Right. So, but anyways.
Hey, but go to Le Mans.
In the second car, number 38, the mighty 38. Historic number with Jota. We have Oliver Rasmussen, Phil Hansen, and Driver X. TBD. I wonder who that could be. Want to speculate?
Me or Nate?
Nate?
Well, I would guess Antonio Felix da Costa, right? I mean, wasn't he in that car for a little bit?
No, last year it was Yifei, and he was dropped by Porsche. So, and we'll get to Yifei.
He's such a good driver.
We'll get to Yifei in a second. Come on, Nate. Give it.
So Will Stevens then?
No, Will Stevens is in the 12.
Oh.
Come on, give it a thought.
Oh, no, not him. Oh, I thought I was for sure on Will Stevens.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, Christian, you want to take a guess?
Which car is this again?
This is going to be the number 38, Mighty 38. And it can't be Harry Techno, because he's on Ford.
Hold on, let me pull up the
graphic. Christian's going.
Oh, see, I know that, Sean. I know.
No. Do we already know who's in it?
No, just a lot of speculation.
Oh, hold on. Where's the I like the layout this account Only Endurance does.
Oh,
I can see the whole lineup
Yeah.
of everything spaced out. They do a good job of it. It wouldn't be Rockefeller, would it?
No, because he's at Ford.
That's right. Yeah, he went there.
He's in the Mustang.
I thought for sure. I don't know.
We're just speculating here. No one's been named. I have a really good guess.
Let's hear it.
Well, I'm waiting for Christian.
I got no idea.
You got no idea? Couldn't come up with one driver?
No,
I'm not in the loop of
Okay.
who to speculate on this one.
Well, I'm going to speculate that this driver will be driving at the Daytona 24 Hours in a non-Porsche.
I think Button.
Jensen Button.
Because he drove with JDC last year.
Drove a JDC.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
There you go. All right. Hey, ho. All right, that's going to be our
good one, Sean.
Red Mist broadcast. Yep, Red Mist podcast, breaking story. All right, let's move on to some other things. Porsche, as we said earlier, Yifei. I get this. I know why. He left Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. The kid's good. Love him. And he was the first, I believe, Asian factory driver for Porsche. He is off to AF Corsa.
Oh.
And he'll be driving with Robert Kubica.
Oh, wow. That could be really good.
Yeah.
And I forget who else. There's somebody else.
I don't think they've named it yet.
I'll tell you what. Well, if they put James Catalano.
No, he's already.
I know.
He's on the factory cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going over there.
I know, but still.
Just
imagine that driver lineup, though.
No, it'd be a good driver lineup, but it's not happening.
Fisichella isn't. Or is he doing GT stuff?
I don't know if I thought he was doing GT stuff.
Okay.
All right. Don't know yet. That's Team X, Driver X over there. Matteo Caroli, another Porsche factory driver. He's leaving, and he is off to Lamborghini. Hypercar. All right. There we go. I think that covers all of the big news in the WEC world. Coming over to the States. Nate, this is exciting news.
Yeah, what do you call exciting news?
IndyCar. DHL's off to Alex Palou. And Chip Ganassi, because Chip likes winners and they like winners.
Yeah, they missed their time at the 2014 Indy 500.
Yeah. So.
And Palou's due at this point. Like, I would say due for a 500.
I think that's pretty cool. In IMSA news, Matty Brabham will be joining AO Racing in their LMP2 car in the endurance rounds. Good for Matty. It's a Porsche without a nose.
Yeah, it's ripped to shreds.
So that's pretty cool. So be driving over there. They got a pretty stacked lineup.
Just for context, we have the Gulf 12 Hours on in the background. So if you need something to watch, you can go onto YouTube and find that. They're all GT3 cars at Abu Dhabi at Yas Marina Circuit.
So they got this is the AO guys. These are Team Rexy Porsche.
Yep.
All right, but this is the LMP2 car. Mm-hmm. So PJ Hyatt's moving over to LMP2. Now he did really well at Malaysia last week.
Yep.
So good for him. Paul-Loup Chatin. I love saying that name. Don't you, Nate? He's French. Paul-Loup Chatin.
Oui.
Like that?
Oui.
No, that's Spanish. Oh, my goodness.
They're like the 2 drivers, the 1-2 drivers. And then number 3 driver for the endurance event is going to be Matty Brabham, which is good. Mm-hmm. And then Alex Quinn will be joining us for Daytona. That's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Let's move over. Nate, we got some NASCAR news.
Let's go.
What
do you think it is?
It's just exciting. It's kind of an iconic sponsor, but unfortunately they're ending up on somebody's car that I'm not too thrilled. So the Hunt Brothers Pizza car.
Oh, I know.
The only good thing is it's going to be split. It's going to end up on Logano's car for like X number of races, but it's going to end up on Blaney's car. Now I got to look like Logano with his goofy smile and a Coke and a pizza box. I mean, it's just
Oh, enjoy it.
Have a Coke and a pizza, Joey. Maybe you get his dad to hold the pizza box.
Oh. Is someone feeding him the pizza show?
Oh,
the Hunt Brothers, of course.
I like the Hunt Brothers pizza. I like the car, though. It looks awesome. Harvick had it, right, for a while?
For a while,
Did Hut Strickland have it? Remember Hut Strickland, Nate?
Kind of.
It's before my time. All right. That covers that. That was exciting news. Slow week in NASCAR.
There's nothing else, Sean?
No, nothing else. Worthy of discussion, no. No, I'm not going down that one.
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with that conversation.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Just not going to talk
I wanted to make you aware of it.
Yes, I gotcha. Thank you.
Cool.
Exciting news. Theo Porcher. Is it Theo or Theo? It's Theo, right?
Nate,
you're French.
Yeah. Enlighten us.
Theo.
Okay. Theo Porcher.
Hey.
I can say his last
Proud
name.
French too.
I'm
sorry. Formula 2 champion.
Is it Porcher or Porcher?
Porcher?
Is it Porsche or Porsche?
Somebody get Will Buxton on the line.
Porcher.
Or Alex Jakes. Or
It's like pour. Like
what's his
porn.
name?
But
Who's
like
our boy?
Porcher.
Who's our Italian boy?
Oh, Nick Frangoulis.
No. Davide.
Oh, Davide Valsecchi.
Yeah. Anyways, love him. He's off to Super Formula.
Yes. So is Red Bull's driver.
Jack Dillon?
No, Iwasa.
Oh, Iwasa's going back there?
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping he was going to stick around. He's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be honest. He's done a couple of years in in F2, so I think switching him over to
Is he going to run the Red Bull car over there, like Liam did?
Yeah, because Liam's not running in Super Formula next year, so that seat's quote unquote open.
Gotcha.
For them to fill.
Gotcha.
But that'll be good to see him over there.
I'm going to spend more time watching that next year.
Yeah.
Memo Rojas
calls it.
He had a crazy career in
He did.
Durham.
Yeah. Did okay.
There's always him and Scott Goodyear.
Yeah,
oh my God, Scott Pruitt. Scott Pruitt.
Yeah.
Oh no, now we got a joke now. Oh my God.
How do my friends and family at home? Wow.
Now I'll tell you what. That's gonna be a T-shirt, huh?
Jesus. Get some more NASCAR news. This actually is more relevant than the Hump Brothers.
You have more
pizza.
NASCAR news than I do. Come on, Sean. What? Oh gosh.
So,
Nate, that sounds like you're getting out of a job at this point.
very excited.
I know.
Very, very excited.
Sean and I, it's a team effort.
I'm jacked about
He
this.
likes NASCAR too, right, Christian?
Yeah. As long as,
See? So-
anyways. SVG. Across all platforms. We'll be running 30 races.
Okay.
Now the question is, has Trackhouse ended a car in the high limits sprint car series for him?
I don't know.
Because that would be money. Not young money, but money.
We talked about Rico last week, right?
Oh, Rico.
Yeah.
Sign with him.
There was a couple good articles on it. Read an interview with Brad Sweet, who's co-founder with Kyle Larson on it.
This is about sprint outlaw racing.
No. Sprint car.
Sprint car.
Wing sprint car. You have to differentiate because there's dirt sprint cars without the wings, the non-wing sprints.
Yeah.
That run on dirt and pavement. Then we have the wing sprint cars, which there's different series. So there's World of Outlaws. There's others.
Yes.
Now high limit. There's no. You can run high limit full season, but you can go run other races. The whole deal with high limit is it's midweek.
Okay.
Whereas I think World of Outlaws is more weekend shows, which is cool. So guys can run 1,200 races. God, these guys.
Yeah.
I looked at Rico's schedule.
Yeah.
He starts, I think, in March, and they end in November.
Oh my gosh.
It's like F1. Except
No. This is
Except
every
there's a lot of
friggin'
races.
week.
Every week.
And it's not
twice.
No, in some cases three times.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So at least twice a week.
Yeah. It's nuts. I mean,
So you think F1's a circus?
those guys.
This is going nuts.
Yeah, it's going nuts. And God love you if you got the Flow TV package, which I do. Oh, people tune into that during the week. So that's good. Coming up, the move-in and the construction has started in Tulsa at the Chili Bowl. So excited for that. I'll be. I think next week I'll try and pin down the lineup or the entries and see who's coming.
Yeah.
I think
Sean, who do you think's going to win that?
Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell's due. He is.
I mean, I just don't know. Like right now, I don't know if Sweet, Larson, and those guys are running. I have no idea.
Ricky Stenhouse, right?
Yeah, or Ricky Stenhouse. Yeah, no. I just don't know. I'll get the lineup for next week. But SVG is going to run 30 races, so maybe they can slip him into a couple of sprint car races. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Just saying.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Yeah. No, I'd like to see what he could do.
I think the Trackhouse guys would be fine with it too.
Yeah. I think
Did we talk last week about Trackhouse and what they're doing?
MotoGP.
Yes. Did we talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Because that broke on the Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed at that. It's still pretty cool.
I know. Might have to watch MotoGP more or invest more time in MotoGP next year. I watched a couple races this year, but I didn't get invested.
I always did the 30-minute recap of the race because it was just the problem was every time they had a race, it was like a Formula One race.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I had to devote 30 minutes to NASCAR to get caught up for Nate, and then I had to devote, a whole bunch of time to
Or
IndyCar.
you just
You mean you enjoyed those 30 minutes? It's
just
okay to admit
cut-
it, Sean. Like,
cut the NASCAR 30 minutes and replace it with MotoGP, and then put
Yeah, but I like to watch. I want to get a
put the
full
workload
scope
on.
of the race because just in
Nice.
case
Yes.
it doesn't live up to your philosophy of what happens. You know, there's the green flag, and then
but like you get the
see,
you get the
Christian,
gist.
Sean has seen
I just
good
want to see if there's
NASCAR.
any shenanigans in between. You never know. It's like All right, that covered that. That's exciting. I think that's it. In the world of news.
IndyCar
Oh, there
I was gonna
is
say,
a big,
there's more, right?
There is a big
Is,
news story. I missed this. Sorry.
is supposedly bringing their hybrid engine next year,
Not happening.
But not
it's
right away.
now it's not right away.
I think personally, this is my opinion. I would not plan on seeing it next year.
Well, it's going to happen after the Indy 500, I think.
But how
No,
is it?
no,
but
but
how
that-
are all the
they
teams?
could-
How are all the teams going to test it?
Well, they are.
Haven't they already
No,
tested?
they can't.
They've already
Now
done some testing.
because they did, and then they stopped it because last week on Hinch and Rossi on Off Track, Rossi was supposed to be down testing, and it got canceled. Like all the teams got canceled. Like so the three. What they got? 2 engine manufacturers.
Yeah.
So there were 4 teams, 2 each down there, and they all got the plug got pulled. So now it's like they're trying to run miles on the cars. Now the beef that some of the teams have is some of these other teams are running these engines and we're not running them.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that. Honestly, I don't think that's.
No, you.
They should
can't-
have like a test team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody like Wayne Taylor does the Honda or Shank can't. He's in the series. I'm just saying some team that's not in the series.
No,
so
I get you.
Wayne Taylor does the Honda and say I don't know.
Brad Miller does the Chevy.
No, like I'd say Trackhouse. Just say I'm just throwing it out. Just say Trackhouse.
Okay.
They do the Chevy or whatever. You know. I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah, I don't.
So I that's going to be a bit.
I mean, it raises the question again of like, what is the series shooting for?
Right.
Because I don't have a problem with the car right now, but it's evident that the car has not been changed for 10 plus years.
Right.
So that is an issue in itself because
So
you're not,
you
haven't done anything. However,
I'd like to hear Nate's opinion on this too.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I agree. It's like the slowed innovation really hasn't happened.
yeah.
Well, it's if anything, it's gotten slower. Like,
So the other thing that came out of this, like as soon as this got announced, the next day, Honda throws the thing out there that like if this doesn't get straightened out, we're out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this like are they frustrated and they're just throwing the toys against the wall and saying to get on with this and get another manufacturer in there? Because I think they also would like another manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like in that press release that the cost for them being an IndyCar was just
Well, you're pumping out. So there's 26
wasn't worth
cars,
it.
right? So say it's 13 Chevys, 13 Hondas. If there was another manufacturer, yeah, your costs are going to be a little bit cheaper because you're only supporting X number of engines. I mean, everyone would hope it's Toyota. I mean, I always love when they go, it's going to be Ferrari. I'm like,
no. Mercedes.
No, I don't know.
no, because the other thing is
You know what the thing with Mercedes is?
What?
And I don't even. I think Penske wouldn't want. I mean, Penske would love it because he's a major Mercedes dealer. But I think the way they look at IndyCar, from like we're Formula One,
well, especially nowadays.
Yeah,
I
I just.
But you can say that, but you look at McLaren. Like they have a team. They're grabbing the best driver in the series.
Yeah, but
they're fully involved in
here's
IndyCar.
the thing.
McLaren's not making an engine.
McLaren's not making a car either. They're just throwing engineering resources at it.
Right, and
I
they
understand that,
they're
but
not.
IndyCar to them is really a marketing exercise.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah,
I mean, McLaren has a history with Indy.
yeah,
Okay. It would be great if we went back to teams being able to build their own cars or buying customer cars or whatever. I would welcome that. But I really do think they need a third manufacturer. I mean, they keep throwing around, well, Porsche, Ferrari. I'm like, Toyota's the only logical one.
yeah.
Because Porsche, if you look at it, Porsche's spending big bucks in IMSA in various levels, along with their support of the Porsche Cup Series, the North American Porsche Cup Series, stuff like that. Mercedes in America is GT focused, I think.
Yeah,
I guess.
Toyota, they're focused on with Lexus with their GTD programs, but that's really where it's at, So
well, and then they got their hypercar program.
yeah, but it hasn't come to
And
America.
they're in
No.
NASCAR already.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't know. I don't see them heading
America.
to-
Yeah,
so
but see if they
they're not
complement
going to
it.
head over.
Why not?
Because,
Chevy runs
like,
in NASCAR,
Then at
and they're
that
in
point,
Indy.
you have Honda. Then Honda's going to come to NASCAR too. Like,
I don't
there's
think
gonna be
Honda's
a
going to
weird
come
thing
in.
with that.
Honda's
they
not
don't
going to
ha-
come.
They don't have to.
They don't really have a
Beca-
platform
because
for that.
because the thing is, Honda's expending resources for F1 as well.
F1, endurance racing,
Yep.
GT3 racing.
Yep.
Even though no one is really running the NSX, which I don't get.
It's their last
then they have
bit.
then they have the GT.
They got touring cars.
They got Super GT and Super
and
Formula
touring
that run as
cars.
well.
Yeah, so I mean they're spending money. It's just in NASCAR they just don't have a car for the platform.
Yeah, an Accord.
Well-
Let's do an Accord.
Okay. To be fair, I don't see the Camry or the Corolla
No,
or
I
whatever
know,
as like a NASCAR. That doesn't make sense to me.
know.
That's never made
Well,
sense to me.
That's just it. At this point, you open a floodgate of they put the Camry. Well, in that case, a sedan, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what NASCAR is anyway. So
Anyways, so I mean, I kind of understand where Honda's coming from,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I mean, when you look at Chevrolet, I think their whole engine package with Cadillac is the Cadillac motor. I think is close to the IndyCar motor.
So then Cadillac comes in.
No,
right? Do we
it's
just call it Cadillac?
no,
Like,
it's just General Motors.
I understand, but it's Chevrolet.
I've heard it's like the platform itself is very close. I heard that the two engines are very close. If you put them, they just in terms of what they do. Now, the Cadillac on the IMSA car does have a hybrid component.
Right. Yeah, but it's separate from the.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a hypercar. It's a hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that's kind of what they've been talking about. Anyways, yeah, I kind of understand when maybe Honda's putting the pressure on Indycar to do something. I get it. So,
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna, I think it would be a disaster at this point to. You get to Indy. I think it's a disaster to bring in a new engine because that can change the whole complexion of the championship as well.
True.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
A new motor. So say the guys run the Hondas right now, the regular Honda motor, right?
Are you talking for the 500 or
No,
for
no,
after the 500?
from after the 500.
Okay, no,
it doesn't matter. The guys that start the season, the Hondas are the hot engine. Just say right. So they're the guy. All right, just say Herta blows out in front, he wins all the races. I'm just throwing it out there. They switch over, and the Honda hybrid is just because they haven't tested. It's just it's no bueno. Then all of a sudden the Chevys, for whatever reason, they're more reliable, and the whole dynamic of the thing just shifts. And it's because no one had a time to change them, to work on the motors, test the motors.
Yeah.
So I think at this point it's like, can it, test it, and let's go for 2025. What's the difference?
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Everybody gets to go and test the motor.
Yeah.
Everybody gets an allocation on the motors. Everybody gets 2 test days with the motors. Just say, I don't know, whatever. It's 2 road courses and 1 oval. You get the motors. All right. At least everybody gets 3 days with it. And then it's like the season comes to the end, and then you go into your off-season program, and everyone's running the motors. So that's just where I would be with it. I don't understand what's so hard about that.
Well, think about this, Sean. What was the last manufacturer to be the third manufacturer in IndyCar?
Offenhauser.
No, it was Lotus. It was Lotus, and I think it was 2013,
that didn't work out. Didn't work out too
2012.
well.
It didn't work out. Yeah, because they had Simona Di Silvestro, John Lacey for the Indy 500 ride.
Nate,
the
engine was crap.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Alfa Romeo was in there for a while. I mean, back in the car. I mean, when it was Honda, Toyota, Ford, Chevy, I mean, it's fine. You know? I mean,
I just think like if a new manufacturer is going to come in, they kind of have to look at.
I think
like
this
what not to do.
This would be a good place.
Lotus
This would
being
be a
the
good
example.
place for Ford to come in because you know why? It's it's like going to Formula One. They're going to quit after 2 years.
Yeah, and then just we could I guess do the Indy 500, which I mean.
Yeah, but Ford has.
They're now promoting their power trains.
Yeah, but Ford via Cosworth, which is what they were, that has a long history in Indianapolis.
Right.
So, but anyways,
so it's possible.
Yeah, definitely don't.
Anyways,
I don't see the point.
It's a little bit of
in the season.
A little bit of chaos there in the IndyCar world right now.
Yeah,
and there's still a bunch of open rides.
That's right.
I don't think anyone at Foyt's been nominated.
No, because I don't know. Look, I'd drop Benjamin Peterson so fast.
The what?
Benjamin Peterson, 55.
Oh,
the Ford car.
Yeah, and then has anyone put in a coin?
Don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Huh.
And then there's always talk of this mythical fourth car at Andretti, but they've committed to 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
The fourth car will be
the 500.
Marco at the 500.
Marco,
right.
yeah.
But, yeah, there's still some rides left there that need to get taken care of.
Yeah.
Chip Ganassi's figured out. Andretti's mostly figured out, right? So,
I mean, part of Andretti's issue is they're also trying to manage the whole F1 deal.
I think they're trying to keep that. I think they're trying to keep that as separate as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna allocate resources over there and you have to pull from the IndyCar program,
they've supposedly hired separately for that.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
That's supposedly what's been going on there. But anyways, we shall see.
Yeah.
Well, look, they have 2 drivers that are either been in F1 or a potential F1 driver, right? Marcus Ericsson. They could talk to him for a little bit on it, I would guess. I mean, that's just me. And then Colton Herta. Like, you have drivers that you could put in F1.
No, because Colton doesn't have a super license.
Not yet.
Right, you can't put him in the F1. He's got to have a super license.
Yeah. Does Ericsson have a license?
I don't know. I think he might. Supposedly, besides Sargent, okay, it's Newgarden and supposedly Ricky Taylor has a super license. Now, I'm not 100% certain if Ricky Taylor still does or doesn't. Yeah. His name popped up on a list and they made a case. I think Newgarden does because of the IndyCar championships.
Yes. Yeah.
But
like Pelot now has enough.
He's never, unless he goes with Andretti, he's never going to be in a Formula One car.
Well, yeah, because right now he's battling with Pato.
Huh?
Or no, he was.
He's not even. He's not. He's done. He's not going to. No. He's done with Zach. Zach's done with him.
Yeah.
Outside of wringing his wallet dry.
Yeah.
Oh, which I agree. He should do. But anyways. There we are.
Yeah, not a lot.
It was
off
there.
Off season.
I have a topic. I have a topic for next week. We shall discuss
What is-
offline.
yeah.
No, we'll discuss offline.
Oh, okay.
Kind of fun for the end of the year.
Yeah. Well, end of season recaps? Or?
Yeah, it might be the final show of the year next year.
Yeah, probably.
Because the following week is
Day after Christmas.
day after Christmas. A lot going on.
Yeah.
People got places to be.
Yeah. Understandable.
Lots of this, lots of that. Ins and outs.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right.
Alrighty. Well,
On that note,
good night.
Thank you guys for listening to the Red Mist Podcast, hosted by Christian Abbott, Sean Abbott, and Nathan Lavin. It's produced by Christian Abbott, and music is by Alex Ward and Harrison Tate.